Hey, what's up, speakerphiles? Wellington here, and welcome to this video. Okay, so I'm actually getting ready to leave for a trip, but I just got this, and I didn't want to leave because I'll be gone for about a week, and I didn't want to leave without checking them out. So I decided to do this video so we can kind of get a first look at how they look like and in comparison to the older generation that these guys are replacing. I do have the XB32, the XB22, and the XB12 right here. And at the end of the video, I think I will have time to do a quick recording so you guys have a little bit of a sound sample on how they sound like. So at the end of the video, I'll give you guys a good high quality binaural recording sound sample. Anyway, so we're going to start with the XB10, XB12 right here. From what it looks like, I don't think there's any big difference. This is the XB10 right here. I do have its box. And from looking at the main features, I mean, you see the design kind of looks the same. But if you look at the features right here that they mainly advertise on the box, it looks like, the main difference I'm seeing here is that this is the XB12 is IP67 rated, so it's completely waterproof and dust proof, while as the older guys, it is only water resistant, just IPX5. So that's the main difference that I'm seeing here. It's still micro USB charging. For some reason, Sony is not moving the XB10 into the USB Type-C charging generation. So that's kind of sucks, but yeah. So it basically looks like the same thing. The only difference is just the waterproofing. So this one is now completely waterproof, whereas this guy was only water resistant. So that is cool, but we'll see how sound-wise things compare. Let's open this up and take a look at it. So you get your paperwork stuff right there. And the little guy. Oh, the strap is different. That strap is different. Take a look at it. And yep, micro USB right here. Kind of disappointing. I don't know why they're not moving over to USB Type-C. I've heard it's a little bit more expensive to produce. Maybe that's why. Cutting cost. Yeah. This is the guy. I got a blue one because that's all they had. I didn't have any color choices getting these. So whatever they had is what I got. So yes, let's get the older guys so we can kind of compare them real quick on how they look like. This is the XB10 right here. So right off the bat, look at that. I think they redesigned this. I think it's for the best. It looks kind of nicer, and the bottom here, this had a texture on it, and this one does not. It's the same design up here, same here. So, and it's the same thing as far as buttons, everything is the same, a little bit of a different layout, but yeah. And the charging is back here too, kind of looks the same, but we had the micro and the auxiliary input, same thing here. So I'm not really seeing any big difference. It's just the straps, which I don't know if this is a good idea, because I know this is kind of nice where you could set the speaker up to just set like that, so it can kind of face you if you don't want it to be sitting just straight like that. But they've changed that now. They don't give you that option. I guess you can still lay it down if you still want. Like, not very nice, but yeah. So in the grill, this is a completely different driver, if you can see in there. This is different than this one here. And the grill is also larger holes, if you can tell in the video up there. This is larger. The holes are larger so you can see the speaker, whereas these ones are pretty tight. So how does the strap work? I do like this two color kind of combination here. I can figure out this strap, that would be cool. How does this work? I'm being embarrassed right now because I can't figure out this. Really? That's way too much work. Okay, so this is kind of lame. It works like a button. Like this is the eye for the button and this is the button right here. That's kind of lame. That's a lot of work. Jeez. I don't like this. Why not just do a snap? Maybe. Yeah. Not a big fan of this. That's a lot of work. I mean, if you're just gonna be hooking it onto stuff, it's okay, but you have to loop it over something, take this off, loop it, and hook it back in, and then taking it off is also going to be work. That's not very cool. Anyway, so turn it on if it comes down battery. Yep. XB22. This is the guy right here. Okay, so let's see what they advertise on here as the main things. Alright. This is the XB21, the one that is being replaced. And from looking on here, basically everything looks about the same on here. I don't see any big difference at all. But obviously the design is different, so yes, that's the old guy. Let's look inside and actually look at it. Let's see what it looks like and what you get. There's the guy. I got it in black, the XB22. This is the only color they had. Like I said, anything I got today, I didn't really choose a color because this is all they had. And the speakers right here, the paperwork stuff, and micro USB charging. Why, Sony? Why? Alright, micro USB charging, not very interesting. So that's that. As far as design, completely different. I mean, it's kind of has the same kind of look, kind of round, a little bit round on there if you can see, but this is more rounded. The new guy is more rounded off than the older guy, and they're about the same size. You can see about, I'll say this is a tiny bit bigger, but they're mostly the same. And as far as the buttons here, the same layout, kind of power, volume rockers, play pause. This one has a live sound mode right there. I think this did not have it. You would have to go into the app to activate it, but they put it live on here. Live sound mode is live on here, which is pretty cool. As far as the back here, they look identical. Okay, so cool lighting. Still just the one color light like this one did. This one also would give you just the one color, whichever color you have. So this one has the red because it's a red speaker. And yes, so nothing very different except for the design. Now as far as design, I'm not quite sure if I guess it kind of looks better. Like, what do you guys think? I don't know if I like this plastic, like the rubbery feel, but I do like the way they kind of made the light look like. It makes me wonder if next year they're going to make this go all the way across. I mean, they kind of started it right there. See the groove? Interesting. But going to move on to the XB32. We're going through this really fast. And now the XB32, it actually says 24 hours of playtime right on the box, which is the same thing that this guy here was also advertised for. 24 hours of playtime. This is the XB31, which is the previous model that this guy is replacing, in case you didn't know. And looking at the main features that were advertised, if you look on here, this is the new guy. Everything is pretty much the same. The only difference that I'm seeing on all these speakers is that they're now including this salty water safe, salty waterproof, whatever you want to call it. And that's not something that they were claiming on this the older guys. So I wonder if that's the only improvement that they, or I wonder if that's why they actually decided to take off the cloth or the material that they used for these older guys. I wonder if these are not good for salty water, so they ditched that and went with the rubber, maybe. But let's see how the XB32 looks like. And I got this one in blue. And what do you get? Paperwork stuff and micro USB again. I don't know why. I feel like it's not cool, Sony. USB-C everything, okay? This is not cool at all. The XB31, this is the older version right here, and this is the new guy right here, as you can clearly tell. So the buttons layout here is the same thing, same, but they also added the live sound mode. I don't know why they're adding that. Is it like really nice? Do people use it a lot? Like they're making it easy for people instead of the extra bass feature to be right there? I feel like that would make a lot more sense, but there's probably people who love live sound mode, maybe. I'm not a huge fan of it. And here you are, same thing. You know, they have a charging spot there to charge your device, power hungry device. The same button layout, pretty much everything in here is the same. I think they're the same size. Like, I don't see any difference in size. This looks a little bit fatter here, but I think it's because this one is rounded off, so it looks a little bit smaller, but it's basically this. They're the same size. And as far as design, I don't know. Like, I did like this, pretty nice, but I also do kind of like this design right here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like the light. See how that wraps around, how far it goes all the way to the back here. You guys see that? All the way to the back. It's pretty sweet. It's the same kind of lights that they used on this. They just redesigned them to look a little bit different. So that is pretty cool. NFC, the Sony logo is not here anymore like they did here. And they also have those little feet down there, the big Sony word down there. I personally don't know what I think about the design of it. It's not bad, but it's also not like, oh, it's so much better than the other one. So I don't know. I think the design is okay. I don't know what to say. As far as it looks like, it's mainly how they look like is the main thing that has changed. And everything else has stayed pretty much the same. Of course, I haven't listened to them, and I'm probably going to be bringing maybe the XB32 on the trip with me so I can listen to it. But most of these I'll have to come back from my trip before I can actually listen to them extensively and then come back with a full-on detailed review and sound battles. So I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below what you want to see as far as sound battles. I have a few in mind that I know a lot of you are going to ask for. But yes, let me know what you want to see in the description section down there. I will eventually put links to these speakers down there when they are available on Amazon, so you can easily just shop for them down there. But as of right now, this is what I have. I'm gonna go upstairs in my recording room and record these guys for you guys, so you can kind of get a feel of how they sound like in this video. And then later on in the sound battle videos, we'll be taking an extensive look and sound comparison to other speakers and see what they did differently. I'll also be doing this sound battle of these two, and then this one with this guy here, and this one here with the XB10. So we'll be seeing if they did any changes as far as sound between the older version and the new version. So yes, stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching this. I'm not sure how often I'll be posting videos, and next week I'll be gone, but I'll try to. This one is probably gonna be up when I'm already there, so it won't be too long. Okay. Alright, so that's been it for this video. Enjoy the sound samples coming up. I'll be using a high quality binaural microphone, so for the best experience, please use headphones while you listen. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.
I've got something to say, you should hear it all. I'm happy to make time for your feelings, but you have to admit